Morning.
She mentioned that tomorrow is the first day of spring.
Yes, 5:37 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Okay. Maybe we should have a live streaming event at that time to welcome it in. Jody?
Tanner will be right on that. I'm working on it today.
Tanner's department. Okay, well, Tanner's not here this morning. That's
I know.
why we get to have Jody with us as part of the team. He probably stayed up late watching the Michigan State game last night.
Probably.
And then he loves the basketball tournament, so there's a
Yeah.
lot going on today for that.
He'll be glued to his TV.
That's right. Yeah, text him often.
Mess with him throughout the day if you have his number. Just be like, oh, hey, what's going on?
How was the program?
Yeah.
Well, thinking of the first day of spring, I was remembering, I think it's winter and summer solstice and fall and spring equinox, but what's equinox mean? I forget.
Equinox refers to a day with an equal duration of day and night. And then we have the spring equinox and the fall equinox, or autumn, depending on who you ask. And then solstice refers to a day with either the longest day or the shortest day of the year.
Okay, that's great to know.
Yeah.
So we're perfectly in balance starting tomorrow.
Yes.
For a few minutes.
Which
and then
means
it starts going the other way.
Yeah. Yeah. Tomorrow everything's perfect, and then starting Sunday we'll start to see more daylight.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks for that info.
I'm glad to provide it, now that I had to look it up and find out exactly what it was.
Future weatherman.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we've got some NCAA basketball tournament trivia this morning.
Of course Tanner would do this.
Now this one I think you'll be able to get, Paul. Just saying that right now, I have confidence in you. I think you've got what it takes again. So don't get so down on yourself. How many times has a 16 seed, which there's 4 of those in the tournament.
Right.
Okay. Upset a number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament? We have multiple choice.
Okay.
This hasn't happened. Or it hasn't happened very often.
Okay.
It's your choice. 0, 1, 2, or 3.
Okay.
Has it happened? And if so, how few times has it happened?
Okay. I'll think on that throughout the show.
Okay. Sports news. Hey, we got the Rochester Lady Zebra bowling team headed to semi-state.
Yes.
That's really exciting. It's held in Merrillville up here in the northern half of the state.
Yeah.
So good luck to the Lady Zebra team. Of course, we mentioned the NCAA tournament starting. Tanner wanted us to mention it's unusual. Usually the games start on Thursday, but they're starting on Friday this year. So they'll go through Monday. They'll still do the first 2 rounds today and tomorrow, and the second round will be first round today and tomorrow, second round Sunday and Monday. But Purdue plays tonight at 7:25.
Oh,
so I think that's what Tanner was actually taking the day off for. He was decorating his house.
Prepare.
Yeah. Now you can't have people over, but you could do a virtual Purdue Boilermaker viewing party.
And Tanner's got all that equipment to be able to do that. So
yeah. So once he does that and records it, we'll have to get a clip of that maybe and air it. But that's at 7:25 on TNT. I think he wanted to make sure all the Boiler fans knew that. They're playing North Texas. And my daughter Alice picked North Texas. Sorry, Tanner. Sorry, Mr. Belcher. So we'll see what happens. On the Indiana fans front, there's a few of those around.
Yeah.
Not as many as Purdue fans probably.
Not anymore.
Those Indiana fans may have helped cough up $10.3 million to buy out Coach Archie Miller and have the opportunity to fire him.
Yeah. Yeah. They were not happy with him.
So 4 years without any tournament run, that'll do that. Indiana fans have really high expectations.
You know, I only have 2 words when it comes to the current Indiana program.
Yeah?
Bobby Knight.
Okay. He's still around.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. I know.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's part of the problem is Indiana fans only think of 2 words, Bobby Knight.
Well.
We've got to move on somehow.
Yeah, I know, but
maybe this hire will be it. Maybe they'll really nail it.
See, there we go. This could be the next opportunity to have a good team.
Okay, former Purdue Boilermaker Drew Brees. He's done.
Yes.
20 years. 20 years of quarterbacking. And they weren't sure he was going to be an NFL primetime prospect at one time, but he's a record holder, I think, isn't he?
I do believe so. I don't know. Tanner would know that.
Yes. He'll be sticking around as a football analyst on NBC Sports, so
okay.
You'll still get a little Drew Brees, just not with the helmet on. Chicago Bears signed former longtime Bengals quarterback Andy Dalton to a 1-year, $10 million contract. He was a backup and made $3 million last year.
Wow.
So he must have a lot of upside at almost 34 years old.
He must.
We'll see. Former Bears top pick Mitchell Trubisky signed with the Buffalo Bills. So good for him.
Yeah.
That's a good team.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. That's our sports update. You got anything else to add?
Baseball's almost here.
Almost. You like baseball?
I love baseball. Best time of the year. See, I think that opening day should be a holiday. Everybody gets opening day off to go home, sit, and watch baseball.
Or go to the game.
Or go to if you can, yeah.
You kind of have to bundle up around here to go to the April 2nd game or whatever. I made the mistake of going to Wrigley Field once. Didn't dress warm enough for an April and a May game.
Yeah, a little chilly.
I like baseball too. This is a fun time of year.
Yeah.
Once we pass the spring equinox, which we're all so familiar with now, we start thinking about opening day.
Yes.
And
it'll be here before we know it.
Maybe we can email Governor Holcomb. Maybe we could just get an Indiana holiday for opening day. Start more local.
Yeah.
Okay. Evans tidbits.
Okay.
Provided by Tanner. On this day in 1918, U.S. Congress approved our favorite daylight savings time.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that old, to be honest with you.
It's
over 100 years old of tradition.
Yeah.
We call it.
Went away for a while, but it came back.
Yeah, well, Indiana didn't have it for a while.
Yeah, I know. When I was a kid, I just remember either your show was on later, an hour later, or
Me
an
too.
hour earlier.
That's all I remember
That's all there was to it.
Kind of confusing as a kid, but
yeah,
you just dealt with it. All right, on this day in 1931, the state of Nevada legalized gambling. You can see where that went.
Yeah.
On this day in 1962, Bob Dylan released his first album. Big Bob Dylan fan?
Yeah. Well, I'm not a big Bob Dylan fan, but I like a good Bob Dylan.
Respect Bob Dylan.
Yes.
Respect the Dylan. His autobiography is kind of interesting if you're looking for a good read.
I have not read that. I'll have to get it.
On this day in and he just sold all of his works for a lot of money.
Okay.
Did you see that?
I did not.
Google that. Yeah, he just sold out, I think.
I'll do that after the show.
Okay. On this day in 1995, Michael Jordan returned after 17 months of playing minor league baseball with the White Sox. And the first game they defeated our Pacers.
Yeah.
You remember what number he wore on his jersey?
Yeah, 23.
45 when he came back. He changed it.
Oh. See, I didn't remember.
For a time, then he went back to 23.
Yeah, see, all I remember is 23, so.
I think 45 is correct, but I don't know why he did that, but they probably talked about it
Probably
in
had a reason.
documentary.
Yeah.
On this day in 2012, Wendy's overtook Burger King to become the second best-selling hamburger chain. Which one do you like better?
Wendy's.
Me too. Okay, and then today is World Sleep Day.
Yeah.
Gotta get that last sleep in before spring. Poultry Day. Chocolate Caramel Day. That's a pretty good combo.
Yes, it is.
Clients Day.
Ooh.
So treat your clients with a lot of care today. And International Read to Me Day. What's the best book that's ever been read to you?
I couldn't even tell you at this point. It's been a long time since somebody read to me.
Aww. And for a deeper dive, join us on that. No. Well, sometimes it's fun to read to your kids. You probably do a little bit of that, don't you?
Yep.
Okay, upcoming events locally. The next legislative breakfast series is tomorrow morning. Is this the last one?
Yes.
I thought so. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Now, normally you'd gather for this, a live event, but this year's different. Facebook page, Chamber's Facebook page has it, and then also on WRY.
Yep.
So those are two ways you can grab that. And those are nice because you can hear and communicate directly with our representatives and state senators.
Oh yeah, because they'll be reading the comments for questions,
Yep.
and of course you can always call in here if you have a question.
Great.
We'll write it down and send it to Jillian, and she'll present it to them.
That's great interaction. 28th Annual Rochester FFA Auction is next Saturday, March 27th. We talked about that a little bit on one of last month's shows. That's at the 4-H Fairgrounds. And Rochester High School Triupsilon, which is the drama club, will be presenting Shrek the Musical on April 16th and 17th. Student tickets are $5, adult tickets are $8. yes, you can go see it live.
I know, I'm excited for that.
Buy those online, and you will need to wear a mask, but you can enjoy some live theater, so pretty fun.
A little bit of a sign of normality returning.
I think so. That's great. Really excited about that. We're big Shrek fans at our house.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Really donkey fans, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Say it. Okay, money news. The Dow hit an all-time high yesterday and then retreated a little bit, over 33,000 on the ticker. Federal Reserve indicated in a meeting again this week that they're willing to let the economy and inflation run a little hotter than they used to be willing to do, and before they'd start raising interest rates again. They kind of control some of the short-term interest rates, but they're really looking for the job market to continue improving, because that's what got hit the worst,
Right.
Especially in hospitality, restaurants, and different things last year. So they're going to let inflation go above 2% if needed for a while to keep things back in order. So that's really exciting, because they didn't do that after the big recession in 2009. But since they've not done it that way before, the markets really don't know what to do. So
Exactly.
things are bouncing around all over. Hey, another good sign of some normalcy, good word, Disneyland Resort and the Disney California Adventure Park are reopening on April 30th with limited capacity.
Okay.
So even California's opening up a little bit.
Yeah.
AMC Theaters says it'll have almost all of its U.S. movie theaters open today.
Good.
So yes, you can get out, go see something.
I almost forget how to act in a movie theater, but I think I can get through it.
Buy the big tub of popcorn. Get the refillable soda. You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Like
Don't talk on your cell phone during the movie.
That's right. They'll remind you of that before it starts.
Yeah.
And then the NFL signed a new 11-year TV rights deal. I think it starts in a year or two with all the networks plus Amazon.
Ooh.
Amazon Prime will be the exclusive partner for Thursday Night Football.
Oh, wow.
And the deal's worth over $100 billion to the NFL.
A lot of money.
Yes. And thinking about First Federal this morning, we'd love to see it. Come see us at the bank if you'd like to, or we got our convenient ATM, got online or mobile banking. So you can get all your information about your accounts super easy. If you need cash, the ATM, and then we're open till 5 today and open till noon tomorrow. This time of year, we're really always thinking about mortgage products because it's warming up and some houses go on the market. You can browse around if you're looking to upgrade, or maybe it's time to upgrade your current house.
Yes.
If you're not interested in moving or finding something else. And this is a good time to really start planning that. And it might help you out with the home equity line of credit.
Okay.
If you've got some equity in your house, and house values have been going up because there's kind of a lack of supply out there to buy, so it's kind of pushing house values up a little bit. You may have some room for a home equity line of credit, which is basically a mortgage loan that operates like a line you can draw some money out, pay some back, and you're paying interest only for 10 years. So that can help you fund a remodel.
Yeah.
Repair something, or reorganize some other debt that you might have. So great time of year to think about that. We've got a great home equity line of credit product. You can talk to Ben Dalton or Stacy Wilson here in Rochester or Winnemac about that, or give us a call, 2128, wherever you're located, and we can help find a mortgage originator to help you out with that and talk through it with you. For our checking gifts, Simply Free Checking, we are giving away a reversible umbrella right now.
Yes.
Just in time for the rain. Yesterday, you needed that. Might want to get one of those. It's kind of a neat umbrella that folds up really conveniently. Maybe lasts longer than the traditional design. If you refer a friend, you get an umbrella, and if you open one, you get an umbrella. So it's you get it either way. We are offering consumer loans now, up to $15,000. Online application, quick and easy. Let us know if you're interested in that. Give us a call, 223-2128. Of course, we have business lending and business deposits. I think we have the best business checking account around. So if you're tired of paying a lot of fees, you ought to really at least give us a look. We can talk to you about it and see if we can save you some money each month on your business checking account. And then, of course, we're offering insurance services now. You need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, you can call 833-331-0020 or go to our website and click Invest and Insure and First Federal Insurance Services, and you can get an online quote, or the phone number's there as well.
Right.
So we always recommend getting a free quote and seeing if that's another area that could benefit you financially.
Quotes never hurt anybody.
No. So thanks for joining us on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook and have connected with us, we encourage you to do that. We send out a lot of information on Facebook, a lot of First Federal family news, occasionally something about some of our products and services that might benefit you. Mostly just local updates and things that are going on. So follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and we also have a YouTube channel that we put some videos out there. So check all those things out. We'd love to stay connected with you. We are the only locally owned bank in Fulton County. We're really proud of that. And we don't want to be the biggest, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. We are FDIC insured for deposits and an equal housing lender. And our NMLS number is 399927.
And that makes us legal.
So I'm sure there's a lot of listeners and viewers out there this morning that are wondering if we have a guest this morning. We do have a guest. We are welcoming Beth Miller, our Junior Achievement Area Manager. She serves Fulton County as well as a few others. Welcome, Beth.
Thank you.
We're super glad to have you here this morning. Thank you for coming in. We can share some coffee here and have a little chat about Junior Achievement.
Yes, lots of coffee this morning.
Junior Achievement is something us bankers are really fond of because it provides kind of some real life examples of financial situations and things to students at different grade levels. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that, Beth, on kind of what Junior Achievement stands for and what you guys look to accomplish?
Okay. Well, Junior Achievement's main mission is to inspire and prepare young people to succeed in a global economy. So what we do is we go into the classrooms with local volunteers and we teach the students different versions and types of financial literacy. There is pre-K through 12th grade, so we cover the entire school system, or we are able to, and each grade is tailored to that grade. So, and we also meet the state standards. So, for instance, like in 2nd grade, we teach about how the money works in your community. And that one's always really fun because the kids also get to make paper donuts. And 90% of my volunteers will take actual donuts in for the kids to eat.
That's what I was hoping to hear. That's great.
Food is always a motivator.
So money moving in the community. Give us a couple examples of what the kids might learn there, that things they didn't know.
So, like, obviously the bakery is a big one for that unit. And so we talk about a locally owned bakery and how if you go buy a donut there versus like if you were to go buy it at Dunkin' Donuts or Kroger, how the difference is. That's in great. That, how you're supporting a small business versus a chain. Not that one's too much better than the other, maybe we want to support both, but it also shows, that this is one person versus an entire company.
And money sticking around locally for the specific economy in that area. That's really neat.
Yeah.
It's probably a little bit eye-opening for them because, they're used to seeing advertisements. They see the bigger chain things a little bit more brand-wise probably.
Yep.
But understanding the value of local, that's neat.
The biggest thing that I think sticks with that specific lesson is the tax collector.
Oh.
Everybody loves the volunteer until a tax collector comes and collects all that money that they just earned.
Yeah, my hand automatically went to my wallet when you said that. I got nervous. That's great. What about some of the other grades?
6th grade is another good one. We teach about global marketplace, and that one is learning about import and export, domestic international trade, and the taxes and fees that go along with that. And how it works, and for the 6th grade, that is really a big eye opener. Some of the fun things we do in that lesson is we compare like international McDonald's. Everybody loves McDonald's, so
that's right.
Figuring out what we have here in America versus what they may have in Japan, and the price difference is always really fun. They also learn a little bit about currency, and that's always really fun trying to have 6th graders guess how much the U.S. dollar's worth in Japan or
really
in
neat.
Europe. So that's always a fun lesson too.
Jody's an expert on currency back there too.
That's right.
You might need her to volunteer sometime.
Yes.
I'm really
I have in
making
the
connections
past,
this
yeah.
morning.
Yes, we love volunteers.
Well, that's really neat. And I think what's nice about something like Junior Achievement and what you're spending your time on, Beth, with it is, kids don't naturally get some of this information just in their normal schooling and normal life activities that they're in. It doesn't really cross over into their lives too much unless they're intentional about it.
Correct.
And I really appreciate that from a personal finance standpoint of what you guys are doing with the students.
Yeah, it's a real eye-opener once you go into the classrooms, and really in Fulton County and Miami County both, to teach these kids about the different aspects of money and how money works, and to find out how many students know about the different types of money even. I mean, as simple as debit card, credit card, check, food stamps card. I mean, I've had students that didn't know about anything other than a food stamps card. And, to me that breaks my heart because they should know a little bit more about that. So we have the opportunity to go in to teach these kids to hopefully make them better for themselves in the future.
That's awesome. So we talked a little bit before the show. You have a local board. Tell us just a little bit about how the structure of JA works, and then locally how that works.
I'm actually based out of Fort Wayne.
Okay.
We're called JA of Northern Indiana. We cover about 30 counties through Northern Indiana, Southern Michigan, and just into Ohio. And each county and sometimes area has their own board of directors within that community. So like I cover Fulton, Miami, North Manchester, and Greater Wabash. I have a board in each of those areas.
Wow.
And those board members, like I said, are comprised of the members in that community. For Fulton County, we have a representation from First Federal, First Source, Beacon. We have the schools. We have, I think, 3 representatives from the schools. That's Rochester and Caston. We have our president is Tiffany Futrell at Fedco.
Okay.
Our treasurer, our treasurer is Carmen Holland from RTC, and our our vice president is Ashley Burris from Airmarking. So I think that's about it. We've had a lot of change in our board over this last year with COVID.
I bet.
So it's been kind of rough, but
you guys will get to know each other more this year, hopefully with some in-person meetings, maybe.
Yeah, and that's been the blessing is, I've worked in Fulton County before doing JA, so I knew a lot of people in Fulton County.
Yeah.
It's the other counties that tend to be a little harder, but I'm going on my 3rd year with JA, and I made a lot of relationships with all my board members, and I feel really good about going into this next year.
Nice to have a local connection like that with a variety of people that are looking out for these interests in Fulton County. We are speaking with Beth Miller, our Junior Achievement Area Manager, who serves Fulton County as well as some others, and we're so appreciative of what you do. Tell us about kind of maybe a quick recap of last year, but also more importantly, what are you looking at towards this year for 2021? You mentioned that the year for Jay actually starts in the summer, so you're kind of wrapping up a year and looking ahead. So tell us a little bit about that.
Right, we run July through June, so we're getting ready to end the 2021 school year. We kind of run with the schools, being that's what we do.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So this last year has been rough for everybody. JA is still going strong. We're still in the classrooms. It just looks a whole lot different.
That's really impressive, though.
It is. I'm very impressed how not only Janny, my employer has changed things, but even JA USA has changed things nationwide. So it's been really fun. So this last year, we have had a mixture of volunteers in the classroom and volunteers not in the classroom. In Caston, we run 2nd and 3rd grade, and we had live volunteers in the classroom. So that was really fun. They already completed their lesson, so it went great. 6th and 7th at Caston is going to be teacher-led, along with 2nd, 3rd, and 6th at Rochester are going to be teacher-led.
Okay.
And so what that is basically I've given them the kit that they would need, which has all the materials in it. I have also given them what we call a 1-page cheat sheet. It's about 4 pages long, but it has all their links on it that they all they have
the
to do.
resources.
It is, and all they have to do is look at the page, and this is what they're teaching for lesson 1. Click on the link, show the video.
They're probably really receptive to that.
They
Getting
have
something
been.
all in one package like that.
Yeah, they've been really great. I mean, you know, it is kind of discouraging that we can't have volunteers in the classroom, but we understand. You know, in Rochester, they pushed their classes to the spring in hopes we'd have volunteers,
Right.
but it just didn't work out that way. I'm just so thankful that the teachers are finding the time to still do this and
Right.
the want to do it, because they're not obligated to.
Well, there's the big, thumbs up that you're getting that this is something that's important to the teachers in the schools as well.
Yeah.
So that's a great partnership.
Yeah, it's very important to the teachers. A lot of them build their curriculum around it.
What about funding for JA? Give us a little idea on how you raise funds and what you're looking at this year.
All right. So funding, everything that is raised within the county stays within the county. We all have our own budgets in each area, and for Fulton County, we do a couple of events. We do the Play for JA Bowling, which we just did the end of February. It was a pretty fun event. It was about half of what we normally do, but considering COVID,
That's good that you
I'll
can
take
even
that.
have it. That's
yeah,
right.
yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Good.
We had a group of 4th graders that really stood out. They've made the paper twice.
Look out.
They won the best team spirit, so they were loud little 4th graders. But it was a fun event. Our next one coming up is our golf classic in June, and that'll be our last event for the year.
Okay.
So that'll be June 11th. So we're coming up on that. And then one more I'm throwing in there right now, and this is actually multi-county, is a virtual trivia night.
Oh, that sounds great.
So I will be hosting it on May 1st.
This guy's a real ringer on trivia. We never stump him, so.
So, I mean, I host an actual trivia in other counties, and it's fun. So we thought, well, maybe this is a good way to, get those people that want to do something but can't get out and gather.
Sure, that's a great idea.
Yeah, so there's information on our Facebook pages about that right now. Like I said, that's coming up on May 1st.
If we want to find you on Facebook here for Fulton County, how do we do that?
Junior Achievement Serving Fulton County.
Okay, there
Pretty
you
simple.
go. That's awesome.
The other ways we raise money for this area is we have annual campaign, which is just we send letters out to those who have given year after year. Sometimes we have to kind of work those relationships a little bit more. Some people drop off. It's always a variety. And then we have partners where we have just businesses that work with us. Either they give us a larger sum of money or they provide us lots of volunteers, board members. I mean, a variety of things. And that's how we pay for our classes that go into the classroom each year.
Okay. We're speaking with Beth Miller, Junior Achievement Area Manager serving Fulton County. And the last topic I wanted to ask you about is just future opportunities.
Right. So moving forward, we have opened up to working with JAG in our area schools. I actually met with the Rochester High School JAG coordinator last week, and it sounds like we're going to be pretty well to work with them.
Great.
Obviously, they have to take it through their ranks, but they're so interested. So that's really awesome. And that'll be a free program for the school and for the board. I will just supply the teacher with the materials and the training that she needs to teach the program. There will not be a volunteer to teach it.
Okay.
But we may sneak some, maybe going into next year, we may get some people to go in and talk to her class.
Yeah, some real life examples.
Yeah. So, and then we're looking at potentially growing at Columbia next year. Looking at adding maybe kindergarten and first grade. Still in the works, but the teachers are ready to do it. So we're hopeful that we'll be able to do that.
Well, thank you so much what you're doing for Fulton County students, and First Federal and myself, we're really appreciative of the effort that you put in to get personal finance, early education going in our schools. So
it's very important.
Thank you so much, Beth, for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, let's get to our trivia question. How many times has a 16 seed upset a number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament, Paul?
I thought about this, and knowing Tanner, if it was 0, he wouldn't have listed it. So I'm going to go 1.
1 is correct. It was in 2018.
Okay.
So it took a long time for it to happen. Number 16 seed, University of Maryland, Baltimore County, or more commonly known as UMBC, I'm sure you knew that, defeated number 1 seed Virginia
Okay.
in a shocking upset.
Okay.
Well, let's end our great program this morning with some words of wisdom from Bobby Unser, legendary race car driver.
Yeah.
Success is where preparation and opportunity meet.
Those are great words of wisdom. All right. Well, thank you very much, Evan. Look forward to seeing you in a few weeks in First Federal back next week.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.